You cannot control the world until you control your mind. Gautam Buddha, A Journey of Peace and Wisdom by Speak Smart English. Welcome, dear listener. Today, I'm not here to fill your mind with short-lived motivation. I'm here to share wisdom that can guide your entire life. This isn't just a video. This is a mirror that reflects your truth, your fears, your potential. A mirror that shows you how to stop your suffering, how to rise above pain, and how to regain full control over your life, starting right now. We live in a world that's louder than ever, full of noise, stress, and endless distractions pulling us in every direction. Everyone is chasing success. Everyone wants happiness. Everyone dreams of peace. But here's a truth many people avoid. You cannot find peace in the world until you find peace within your mind. You cannot truly change your life while your thoughts are filled with anger, jealousy, fear, doubt, and attachment. If you want calmness, inner strength, and genuine happiness, not the fake smile you wear every morning, then learn from one of the greatest teachers who ever walked this earth. Gautam Buddha. Buddha didn't just speak about religion or rituals. He spoke about the mind, our greatest power and our greatest prison. He taught self-discipline, mindfulness, and awakening. His teachings aren't ancient words written in books. They are living truths that can transform your life permanently. So today, we'll explore 20 life-changing lessons from Buddha, explained in a way that touches your heart and opens your mind. These are not mere quotes. They are practical tools that can transform the way you think, feel, and live. And remember, if even one line today brings clarity to your heart, make sure to subscribe, because on this channel, we don't just make videos, we create transformation. Let's begin this journey of wisdom and peace. And yes, as you listen, your English will improve naturally, because wisdom and language go hand in hand. Lesson 1. Your mind is everything. What you think, you become. This is perhaps the most powerful truth Buddha ever shared. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Your mind shapes your entire life, your emotions, your confidence, your habits, your relationships, even your destiny. If your mind is filled with fear, you'll live with hesitation. If your mind is filled with anger, peace will always run away. If your mind is filled with weakness, your strength will never appear. But if your mind is calm, clear, and trained to focus on good, then even in chaos, you will feel peace. Think of two students sitting for the same exam. One says, "I'll fail, I'm not smart enough." The other says, "I'll do my best, I can handle this." Same classroom, same paper, same teacher, but different results, because one chose faith over fear. That's the magic of the mind. Your thoughts create your reality. So train your thoughts the way a warrior trains for battle, every day, with patience. Replace fear with belief. Replace doubt with discipline. Replace anger with understanding. Peace is not luck. It's a mental skill you must practice daily. Your mind is not your enemy. It's your most powerful ally. Remember, what you think, you become. Lesson 2. Peace comes from within. Stop searching outside. A few words, but a lifetime of truth. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it outside. Most people spend their whole lives chasing peace in money, luxury, relationships, travel, or success, only to discover they still feel empty. Why? Because peace is not a destination. It's a decision you make within yourself. Two people can be stuck in the same traffic jam. One shouting, frustrated, hitting the steering wheel. The other calm, breathing slowly, listening to music. Same road, same delay, but totally different realities. The difference isn't in the traffic, it's in their minds. The world will never hand you peace on a plate. It will constantly give you reasons to lose it. So stop waiting for calm situations. Start creating calm reactions. Each morning, take 5 minutes to sit silently. Breathe deeply and say to yourself, I have the power to stay calm even when the world is not. Peace doesn't appear magically, you create it, moment by moment. When peace lives within you, no storm outside can destroy it. Lesson 3. The root of suffering is attachment. This truth is hard to accept, but it can set you free. Attachment is not love. Attachment is fear. Fear of losing, fear of change, fear of uncertainty. You can love someone deeply, but when you begin to depend on them for happiness, you lose your balance. When life doesn't go your way, pain turns into suffering. Buddha reminds us, pain is natural, suffering is optional. Love, care, and connection are beautiful, but remember, everything changes. People change, situations change. Letting go doesn't mean you stop loving, it means you stop clinging. It means you stop holding life so tightly that it hurts. Hold everything with open hands, not a closed fist. Let go of the need for perfection. Let go of the fear of losing. True freedom is not having everything stay the same. It's being okay when everything changes. Lesson 4. Let go of anger. It burns you first. Holding on to anger is like holding a burning coal to throw at someone else. You get burned first. Anger is not power. Anger is poison. It steals your peace, your sleep, your health, and your joy. When someone insults you and you replay their words all day, ask yourself, who is suffering now? Them? No. You are the one reliving the fire. Anger may feel powerful for a moment, but it leaves you weak for weeks. So, learn to pause. Before reacting, breathe. Ask, will this matter in 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years? Most times, the answer is no. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Walk away from the fire. Guard your peace like it's the most valuable treasure you own, because it is. Lesson 5. Nothing is permanent. Everything changes. This is not a sad truth. It's the most hopeful one. Everything changes. Everything passes. Nothing stays forever. When you understand this, you'll never be arrogant in success or hopeless in failure. You'll live lighter, with gratitude, not fear. Rainy days end. Storms pass. Sunlight returns. Your sadness, stress, heartbreak, they're all temporary visitors. Even your happiest moments come and go. That's what makes them precious. So don't cling to your pain, and don't sleep on your joy. Everything in life is like a flowing river, always moving. When you stop trying to control the flow, you finally learn to float. Breathe. Let go. Trust the process. You don't need to control life. You just need to live it. Lesson 6. You only lose what you cling to. The more tightly you hold something, the faster it slips away. Loss isn't the problem. Clinging is. You can't cage love, success, or happiness. When you try, they fade. Just like sand slips through a clenched fist, what you grip too tightly escapes faster. Love freely, but let people breathe. Work passionately, but don't tie your worth to results. Dream big, but stay peaceful if things change. Tell yourself, I can enjoy what I have without fearing its loss. Because once you stop clinging, you start living. You stop fearing life's waves and begin surfing them with joy. Lesson 7. Don't dwell in the past or dream of the future. Live in the now. The past is memory. The future is imagination. The present is the only place where life truly exists. Most people either replay regrets or worry about tomorrow. But when you're lost in time, you miss your own life unfolding before you. Next time you're with your family, put down your phone. Taste your food. Feel your heartbeat. Listen completely, because these simple moments become priceless memories later. Living mindfully doesn't mean meditating on a mountain. It means being awake to your life right now. Joy, peace, and healing live only in the present moment. Everything else is just noise. Lesson 8. Health is the greatest gift. Contentment is the greatest wealth. In today's fast world, we often forget the basics. We chase more money, fame, things, but lose what really matters, our health and our peace. You can buy a soft bed but not sleep. You can buy food but not appetite. You can buy medicine but not health. True luxury is a healthy body, a calm mind, and a grateful heart. Take care of your body. It's the only home your soul has. Drink more water. Sleep on time. Move daily. Write what you're thankful for. You don't need to own everything. Just learn to enjoy what you already have. Because a grateful heart is richer than any millionaire who never feels enough. As Buddha said, health is the greatest gift and contentment the greatest wealth. Both are already within your reach, if only you choose them. Lesson 9. Hating someone is like holding fire. You get burned first. Hatred is one of the heaviest weights we carry, and Buddha's wisdom cuts through it like light through darkness. When we hate someone, we believe we're punishing them. But in truth, we are the ones suffering. Hatred doesn't protect you, it poisons you. Think of it this way. Someone lies to you, cheats, or breaks your heart. The anger feels justified, even necessary. But what happens when you hold on to it? You replay the same moment 100 times. Your chest tightens, your energy drains, your sleep fades. And meanwhile, the person who hurt you, they've already moved on. They are free. You're still stuck in the fire. Imagine clutching a burning coal in your hand, waiting for the right moment to throw it. But as you wait, your own skin starts to burn. This is what hatred does. It scorches your peace, your health, your joy. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was right. It means you're done being the victim of their actions. Forgiveness says, I release myself from this pain. You do it for your peace, your breath, your freedom. So drop the coal. Let your hands open again. Because when you release hate, you don't lose power, you reclaim it. Lesson 10. Speak only when your words add beauty to silence. In today's loud and reactive world, silence has become rare and sacred. Everyone wants to speak, to prove, to react. But Buddha reminds us, not every truth must be spoken, and not every moment needs words. Words have immense power. They can build bridges or burn them. They can heal hearts or leave invisible scars. One careless sentence, said in anger, can echo in someone's memory for years. You might forget it. They never will. Picture a heated argument. You say something you don't fully mean. You're useless. I regret being with you. It feels like just a moment of emotion, but for them, it becomes a wound. The damage remains even when the anger fades. So before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, 1. Is it true? 2. Is it necessary? 3. Is it kind? If the answer to any one is no, stay silent. Sometimes silence speaks more than words ever could. Before you post online, Before you reply in anger, breathe. Speak less, but let every word you say have purpose. Because words, once released, cannot be taken back. When your words are both true and kind, they don't just communicate, they transform. Lesson 11. Be kind. Everyone is fighting a battle you cannot see. Kindness isn't weakness, it's wisdom in action. Buddha's teaching here is simple but profound. Every person you meet is carrying pain you know nothing about. We often judge without understanding. We see someone angry and call them rude, without knowing they just lost someone. We see someone lazy and call them careless, not realizing they're battling depression. We see someone cold and say they're arrogant. Maybe they're just scared. Picture this. A mother yells at her child in a supermarket. People stare, whisper, judge. But none of them know. She hasn't slept in 3 nights. She works 2 jobs. She's doing her best. Exhausted, broken, but trying. Is she a bad mother? No. She's a human being in pain. So the next time someone cuts you off in traffic, bless them. When someone is rude, remember, their behavior reflects their inner storm, not your worth. When you're tempted to gossip, pause and imagine if you were the topic instead. Be gentle with people, not because they always deserve it, but because you understand what compassion means. Kindness doesn't make you soft, it makes you powerful. Buddha's truth is timeless. In a world where you can be anything, be kind, because your small act of kindness might be the light someone desperately needs today. Lesson 12. No one can save you except you. This truth feels harsh, but it's the most liberating of all. Most people spend years waiting for the perfect person, the right timing, a miracle, or a sign to fix their life. But Buddha's message is clear. Stop waiting, start moving. No one is coming to rescue you. But don't feel sad, feel powerful. Because once you realize it's you who must act, life begins to change. Imagine drowning in a lake, screaming for help. No one comes. Then you notice there's a log floating just a few feet away. You swim to it. You save yourself. You were never helpless, just waiting for someone else to do it for you. This is what so many people do in real life. They drown in fear, procrastination, regret, waiting for a teacher, a partner, or a miracle. But here's the secret. You are the miracle. Every small action you take is a rescue mission for your own soul. Start small. Start scared. But start today. Because once you take responsibility, your healing begins. Your peace begins. Your power returns. And one day, you'll look back and realize no one saved you because you didn't need saving. You needed awakening. Lesson 13. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. This teaching goes to the very heart of Buddhist wisdom. Pain is unavoidable. Loss, rejection, failure, illness. It visits everyone. But suffering? That's what our mind adds to the pain. It's the story we tell ourselves about what happened. 2 people face the same loss. One breaks, the other grows. One says, "My life is over." The other says, "Maybe life is redirecting me towards something better." The pain is the same. The response changes everything. You can't always stop pain from entering your life, but you can decide how long it stays. You can choose to turn pain into your teacher instead of your cage. Next time life hurts you, pause. Feel it. Breathe through it. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Where can I grow through this? The moment you stop asking, why me, and start asking, what now, your suffering begins to fade. Pain is a visitor. Don't let it become a permanent resident. Because yes, pain is certain, but peace too is always an option. Lesson 14. Become your own teacher. Trust the wisdom within. Buddha reminds us, the greatest teacher you'll ever meet is the one within you. Don't follow anyone blindly. Not a religion, not a book, not even someone who sounds wise. Because truth isn't borrowed, it's discovered. It's not a rule you memorize, it's a feeling you recognize deep within your soul. Today, we're drowning in advice. One person says, wake up at 5 a.m. Another says, rest, listen to your body. One says, be fierce. Another says, be calm. And somewhere in between, we forget how to listen to ourselves. Buddha's message is gentle but clear. You already have the answers. The voice of clarity, peace, and truth already lives inside you. You just need to create enough silence to hear it. When you're anxious, instead of chasing 10 books or 20 podcasts, pause, sit quietly, ask yourself, what do I really need right now? And you'll hear a whisper, calm, kind, steady. That's your inner wisdom, your compass. Don't treat every wise word as truth. Instead, ask, does this feel right for me? Experiment, observe, adjust. Let awareness be your guide, not ego. Because the world is loud, full of opinions, noise, and borrowed truths. But your peace, it's hidden in your own quiet understanding. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're just remembering the sound of your own inner voice. And when you do, you'll realize you are your own guide, your own light, your own Buddha. Lesson 15. A trained mind is the root of true happiness. Everyone wants happiness, but few are willing to train the mind that creates it. Buddha said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your unguarded thoughts can. We chase joy in things, money, comfort, recognition. But if your mind is restless, jealous, or afraid, even paradise will feel empty. You could be sitting on a golden beach, watching the sunset, but if your heart is full of regret, peace will escape you. Or you could be sitting in a simple room with nothing but silence and still feel pure contentment because your mind is still. Discipline isn't about being harsh. It's about learning to focus. It's about protecting your peace as if it's the rarest gem you own. Most people wake up and dive straight into chaos. Scrolling, comparing, reacting. Their mind becomes a storm, never still. But a disciplined mind wakes up with intention. It chooses thoughts like food, nourishing, not toxic. It responds, not reacts. It rests with gratitude. Start small. 5 minutes of morning silence. A few breaths before sleep. Protect your inputs. Your mind becomes what it consumes. Catch every thought and ask, is this helping me grow or pulling me down? Speak less. Observe more. Pause before you react. Say no to mental junk food, gossip, negativity, doubt. Because a messy mind creates a messy life, but a focused mind, it creates magic. Train your thoughts and watch your whole world become lighter, calmer, brighter. Lesson 16. Don't compare your life with others. Walk your own path. He who envies others does not find peace. These words of Buddha cut deep, especially in today's world of filters and followers. Comparison has become the modern disease. You see someone travel, you feel stuck. You see someone fit, you feel inadequate. You see someone succeed and doubt your own worth. But remember, What you see is never the full story. That smiling photo may hide loneliness. That luxury lifestyle may hide sleepless nights. That perfect couple may be falling apart in silence. Buddha never said to ignore others. He said don't lose yourself in their story. Imagine running your own race, but constantly looking sideways. You start matching others' pace, copying their direction, and soon you forget where you were going. That's what comparison does. It disconnects you from your truth. It blinds you to your blessings. So stay in your lane. Clap for others without doubting yourself. Define your own success. Don't chase what's trending. Chase what's timeless. Because what's meant for you will never miss you. And what's not yours will never stay. When you stop comparing, you start living. Even if your pace is slow, it's yours. And peace walks beside you when you walk your own path. Lesson 17. The greatest victory is over yourself. To conquer yourself is greater than winning 1,000 battles. Because every external victory fades, but inner mastery lasts forever. In today's world, success is measured in numbers, followers, money, fame. But Buddha says, the real war is within. Win against your anger, your laziness, your excuses, your fears, and you'll taste a peace no trophy can give. Wake up when you don't feel like it. Speak kindly when someone tests your patience. Forgive when your ego screams for revenge. Say no to what drains your soul. These are silent victories, unseen but powerful. No one claps for inner strength, but your soul does. Every small win builds self-respect, and self-respect creates peace. So when you stop fighting the world and start mastering yourself, you realize the loudest applause isn't from outside. It's the quiet pride inside you that whispers, I did it. Lesson 18. Respond, don't react. This isn't just a life lesson. It's a superpower in today's noisy, fast world. Most people don't respond, they react. Someone insults them, they shout back. Life shifts, they panic. A plan fails, they complain. They don't pause to understand, they just explode. But Buddha's wisdom is clear. Reacting is instinctive, responding is intelligent. Reaction comes from emotion, response comes from awareness. Reaction is quick, loud, and often regretted. Response is calm, mindful, and powerful. Picture this. You're driving, and someone cuts you off rudely. Instantly, most people feel rage. They honk, swear, and carry that tension for hours. But a mindful person breathes, lets it go, and moves on. Why? Because protecting their peace matters more than proving they're right. That's true strength. When you no longer let other people's chaos disturb your calm. Pause before you speak. Even 3 seconds of silence can save a whole day of regret. Ask yourself, is this reaction helping or hurting me? Choose silence over drama. Choose clarity over chaos. Because every time you react, you hand your power to someone else. But when you respond, you reclaim it. So stay centered when others lose control. Let others be loud. You be wise. Master your emotions, and you'll master your life. Lesson 19. Live with purpose, not on autopilot. Buddha said, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart to it. And yet, most people aren't truly living. They're just repeating, wake up, scroll, work, complain, eat, sleep, and repeat. No awareness, no excitement, just habits. But life was never meant to be mechanical. You're not born to survive. You're born to seek. There's a man who's worked the same job for 15 years. He doesn't love it. He doesn't hate it. He just manages. And that's the tragedy. He's breathing, but not alive. Then there's another person. She earns less, but she feels more. She paints, she teaches, she learns, she creates. Her life may be simple, but it's alive with meaning. She's not chasing success, she's living with purpose. Ask yourself often, why am I doing this? Audit your habits. Are they helping you grow or just keeping you busy? Replace routine with intention. Replace distraction with direction. Do one small thing every day that connects you to your purpose, even if it's just journaling, learning, or helping someone. Because at the end of your life, you won't remember how productive you were. You'll remember how present you were. So don't just exist, evolve. Don't just make a living, make a life. Lesson 20. True wisdom is knowing when to let go. Buddha said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." That's not philosophy, that's truth. Wisdom isn't about how much you know. It's about how much you can release. Sometimes the most powerful act isn't holding on. It's having the courage to let go. Let go of what? Old fights, unhealed mistakes, the person who hurt you, the job that drains you, the habit that destroys your peace, the need to always be perfect or right. Letting go doesn't mean you've lost. It means you've grown. It means you love your peace more than your pain. Imagine carrying a heavy bag of stones for years. At first, it feels okay, but soon it bends your back and breaks your spirit. Someone says, "Why not drop it?" And you reply, "I've carried it for so long." That's how most people live, clinging to burdens that no longer serve them. Let go, not for them, but for you. Write a forgiveness letter, even if you never send it. Meditate on the weight you're ready to release. Stop replaying the past. Start rewriting your present. Tell yourself, this no longer controls me. Because letting go isn't weakness, it's freedom. And a free heart is an unstoppable heart. The closing message, let go and rise. You've now walked through 20 timeless lessons of Buddha. But remember, they're not just words to listen to. They're paths to live by. Even one practice, done daily, can transform your life in quiet, miraculous ways. We live in a world that's constantly shouting, telling us to rush, compete, prove, and chase. But Buddha didn't rush. He paused. He didn't shout. He listened. He didn't tell us how to live someone else's life. He showed us how to come home to ourselves. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start releasing what's weighing you down. Let go of the fear, the guilt, the control, the need to please. Because the truth is, you're not behind. You're not broken. You're just heavy. And maybe it's time to finally put that weight down. So take a breath. Start again. Not from pressure, but from peace. Not from fear, but from clarity. If even one of these lessons touched your heart today, you've already begun. You've taken your first step towards becoming the calm within your own storm. Live lighter. Live wiser. Live free. And as you rise, remember, the light you seek was never out there. It was always within you. Thank you for listening, for growing, and for choosing peace. If this message touched you even a little, share it. So together, we can spread calm in a world that's forgotten how to breathe. Until next time, let go and rise.